Welcome to GIELTSHelp.com's General IELTS Test Preparation videos. In this lesson, I will explain to you what you should not write in your Task 2 essay. Many students write these sentences and they are not good for a high band score. I will explain to you what you should write to get those high band scores instead. For many more lessons like this one, including original practice exams, a fully interactive course, and over 100 hours of video lessons, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com. Now watch and learn. The first phrase that you should not use in your IELTS Task 2 introduction is "This essay will discuss the merits and demerits," or "This essay will discuss the benefits and the disadvantages." In good writing, it is not wise to tell your reader what you will discuss. Instead, it's much better to simply discuss it. Many students learn the template, "This essay will discuss." IELTS examiners see this kind of thesis statement hundreds, if not thousands of times during their career. When they see this kind of sentence in the introduction, immediately they think, well, likely this candidate is not a band 9, not a band 8, not even a band 7, maybe a band 6. But of course, that's not good enough. You want a 7, 8, or 9. And in order to do this, you have to use a different strategy. You have to use what's called a direct thesis that is clear. Let me explain what this is in more detail with an example. A good introduction will have a clear and direct thesis statement. This means that instead of telling the reader this essay will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of driving a car to work, the thesis statement clearly tells the reader what those advantages and disadvantages actually are. For instance, the advantage of driving a car to work is to save time, but the disadvantage is increased air pollution. This is a much better sentence than saying, "This essay will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of driving a car to work." You will find this is especially true once you get to college and university. Again, your goal is to show a high level of literacy using the English language. It's not good enough to just write clear sentences for those high band scores. You actually have to have good writing. All right, let's talk about another big no-no for Task 2 writing. Another common template style of writing that examiners often see in the IELTS are typical leading expressions to start paragraphs. Ones that I see all the time, which are a big no, are firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally. This type of listing is not really used for an argument type essay. This kind of first, second, third, fourth, which is showing a sequence, is better used for an expository style essay. In Task 1, if you get a process diagram, that's where you could use this kind of language, but not in Task 2, where you're presenting arguments with ideas. Another very common template that I see is "on one hand, on the other hand." Usually this would be okay to use in writing. However, so many candidates are using this "on the one hand, on the other hand," that it's just simply becoming extremely redundant. IELTS examiners know that students learn these materials, memorize them, and rather than using their own original language and diction or style of writing, they're just copying down these kinds of templates in hopes of getting a good band score. And it just doesn't work. So let's talk about what you should do instead. Rather than using these common templates like firstly, secondly, or on one hand and on the other hand, again, you want to use original language. When you are writing body paragraphs, focus on the topic sentence. If you are discussing the advantages of using a car to get to work in order to save time, focus on this concept to create your topic sentence. For instance, you could write, an extreme benefit of driving a personal car to work is to save hundreds of hours of commuting throughout the year. This kind of information topic sentence is very powerful in getting you a high band score. So be original when you're choosing these linking words. Look for linking words that aren't commonly used by every student. In order to do this, make sure to review your subordinating conjunctions. Specifically, look for subordinating conjunctions of opposition, cause and effect, time, and condition. We have included a list of these in the video description below. Familiarize yourself with these and use different ones for different essays so you can be comfortable switching up and using a variety depending on context. Now let's talk about a third big no for task 2 writing. Another very common mistake by many candidates is a simple template conclusion. This means the last paragraph of your essay. You should not just simply paraphrase the introduction. It is not a band 9 level to finish the essay by writing, in conclusion, the benefits of driving a car to work are saving time while the demerits are creating more pollution. This is not enough for a band 9. A band 9 conclusion must go above and beyond a simple repeat of the introduction. Let me explain what you need to do. A band 8 or a band 9 conclusion will not only recapitulate the key points of the thesis and the body paragraphs, but it will also give the reader a take-home message, some kind of valuable information that the reader can clearly interpret and understand from the essay. In the video description, I have included a bad essay with the incorrect phrases, as well as a great essay with correct type of writing. Take a look at this after the video for further clarity. In our example, a take-home message might read something like, each individual has to decide for themselves how important it is in their context to either save the environment or save time. This kind of ending will leave your reader thinking and will give them value. Therefore, a higher band score. Again, make sure to pay attention to these 3 big tips. Do not start your essay's thesis with "this essay will discuss." Do not start your body paragraphs with "on one hand, on the other hand," or "firstly, secondly, thirdly." And do not just write a simple conclusion that's basically a copy of your introduction. Instead, follow the tips in this video and practice. Good luck the next time you sit your IELTS exam. For many more useful lessons like this one, visit and join our premium package at gieltshelp.com, where you will have access to original practice exams, over 100 hours of video lessons, and a fully interactive course with strategies. Begin learning for success today. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video? Click right up here. And join our premium package. Click on our hero to practice your speaking, get videos, exams, and an interactive course.